a lot about the doTERRA oils because that's who I go through. I'm not putting down any other oils. That's just my choice. That's what I've researched and who I have chosen to go with. And so I wanted to, people are asking me, what was the combination? What are you doing? Because my son now says mama, mama, mama all day long. I mean, literally, mom, mama. I mean, repeatedly all the time. He's starting to say no. He's starting to say stop. He's the other day he looked at me and he said hi. So he's starting to have words. Now as you guys know, my son's vaccine injured. He's in the severe category. So he's not mild. He's not high functioning. He's severe. So any of these little bit of words that I'm getting out are huge blessings, huge milestones, and I'm going to embrace it and I'm going to continue to keep doing this protocol that I'm doing. So what I did is I went ahead and bought these oils, and let me see, because I've got a whole bunch of them because I love these oils and I use them on myself too. Anything that I do on my son goes on me too, because I want to know what the effect is and what he's feeling, because he's nonverbal and I need to know what, if he's feeling sensation, if it's hot, if it's cold, I mean, moms need to know this. So moms do it themselves too. And you know what? Hey, I need to keep my health up good too. So, this is the oil that we started. It's the DDR Prime. So this is what I tell people because they ask me all the time now that I'm sharing about this. They're asking me, what is the blend? What is it that's helping your son? And it's helped tons of kids. It's not just my son. So this was something that was passed down to me that I was very blessed. So you've got the DDR, which is damaged DNA repair. That's what actually DDR stands for. And you can actually Google this. doTERRA will have everything out there that you can read their blogs. You can read all about the different oils and everything. So I use this. And this has about 6 different essential oils that are mixed in there, and it's a blend. So I use this, and I also add in, love my oils, frankincense. I add this into it, and then you always add in your fractionated coconut oil. You have to have a carrier oil. I love those alarms that go off. Okay, so you have to have a carrier oil of your choice. We do the fractionated coconut oil that you mix in when you do your blends. So what I do, that's my calming blend. Okay, so this is my roller bottle because I apply everything with a roller bottle because this is so much easier. You don't spill the oils, you don't waste the oils onto your fingertips or anything. So I use the roller bottle. So what I do is I have a dropper of the roller bottle and I put the labels on it so that I know exactly how much each time when it goes out, I can refill it exactly the same way that I made it. So what I have is for DDR, I have 10 drops in here. For frankincense, I have 10 drops in here. The rest is fractionated coconut oil. So I use the dropper and I drop them down. And as soon as I'm done with it, that's a total of 20 drops of essential oils. And then the rest of it, I take the dropper, I fill it all the way up until I fill my whole entire bottle up with the fractionated coconut oil. I shake it up and then I go ahead and apply. I apply on the back of my son's head, my head too, where your brain stem is. I roll it all on the back of the neck, and then I roll down his spine. And if you can, go ahead and roll onto the bottom of the big toe. Roll it on the bottom of each of the big toe if you can get. Now my son's very ticklish. He laughs and stuff. So I don't actually get to roll it on his big toe as much as I would like to. But I mean, he has, by getting it up onto his brain stem, go up high and go up where the brain stem is and go down and then roll all on the back and roll down. That's what I do for that. You're going to have the fractionated coconut oil, which is going to help with skin sensitivity. And then it's also going to help it to soak in, and it's not going to flash off so that your oils are being wasted off into the air. So it'll help absorb it into the skin. After that dries, and I do this morning and right before he goes to bed after his bath. Then I have a blend that I do. This is more of a calming blend that I use on him. And there's a new oil that I'm going to learn about tonight. And as soon as I learn about that, I will talk to you about that. So in this calming blend, I have everything written down on it so that I don't ever forget. Vetiver. My friends love this. My friends that know essential oils, vetiver, they've always told me about this. Love it. Great oil. Okay, so vetiver. I do put myrrh in there. Myrrh is excellent. This is a healing oil too. The choice of words since the FDA, let me just throw this out there. The FDA is very particular, so I'm going to say that none of this is backed up through the FDA. As protection of myself, I will say that, and protection over doTERRA, I will say that. So let's just get that out, that disclaimer right out the beginning, and let's move right on. Okay, so myrrh, which you all know, frankincense and myrrh is mentioned in the Bible. Read about it. You know exactly what Jesus says about these and what the Word of God says about that. So I add myrrh into there, and I add in, I don't think I took it, serenity. Serenity is one of my all-time favorites. It's a calming oil, so I add it into here. So what I do is this is my own blend I made up. So nobody has to do this blend, but this is what I use for my son for calming. So I do 18 drops of vetiver in here. I do 12 drops of frankincense. I do, let me see, 18 drops of serenity, and then I do 12 drops of myrrh. So after I do that, I take the dropper, go back into my fractionated coconut oil, and I fill the rest all the way up to the top with fractionated coconut oil. I shake it, same exact thing. Every time before I use it, I shake it. Morning and night, I use this. I do the same exact areas. Start at the brainstem, go down the back of the neck. I make sure the DDR blend dries in first. Then I go all the way down the spine. Then I add this to my son's wrists and my wrists, each one. Add a little bit to the wrists, and then I add right into this area on both of the arms. There you go. Really, really great. Now, if you're having trouble sleeping, the Serenity, which is my ultimate favorite, love that. It's a very calming oil. I rub it on the bottom of the soles of my feet, and instantly goes right up into your system. You sleep great at night. So I just wanted to share that with you. These are the two. It's you can get these roller bottles. I would suggest instead of doing it with your fingers, do it with a roller bottle. It's so much quicker. It's so much easier to do it. Mix it all in here. Make sure you dilute it. You have to dilute it. This is really helpful, like I said, absorbing it into the skin, helping with people that have very sensitive skin that you don't want to cause a rash or anything on your skin. So you want to do the fractionated coconut oil. It's going to help no flashing off. You're not going to waste your oil, and it's very simple. Make up your own remedies for your own child. Each child has their own chemistry. What works for one person may not work for another, but I'm telling you, the DDR Prime, the frankincense, the fractionated coconut oil, this is a must. I really recommend this because it not only has it helped my son, it has helped so many other people's children, and it has huge testimonies. Google it and look it up and start reading the testimonies on this. You will be so excited. And like I said, I take classes on these oils. This isn't just something I'm just kind of going off the whim and guessing on. I take classes under people that have been doing this for years, and they're so I'm thankful that they're blessing me with their knowledge, and they're teaching me, and going one-on-one with me and giving me samples of other things to try, and to make sure which ones are exactly right for my son, because I'm mostly focused on my son. Next, I'm focused on my daughter who's type 1 diabetic. So I want to help her with her type 1 diabetes, so she's not sitting there pricking her finger all day long and taking insulin and all that kind of stuff. I really want to work on her too. So this book I love. I'm sure they do have another book that they have out, but this is my book that I sit and I read and go through all of this stuff. And I read about the brain, I read about the nervous system, I read about all different kinds, our cells, like what the cell is going on in this world. Why are we so sick? So yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, I'm just cool. I'm hip. I know all about these TV shows that go on out there. Womp womp. Don't do that kind of stuff. Here and there I do. I'm a Hallmark girl, but I just wanted to share, this is my life, this is what I do, and I'm always excited to share with my friends, because that's what it's about. We learn, we share, and we grow from each other. We help each other. It's not one person who knows it all. No way. We work together as a team, and this is how we learn knowledge, and then we end up, our children get better. They get better. They get better through food and all different kinds of natural resources, and we don't ever stop.